Alright guys, told you I'd be back. This is the second video. Got another motor in there. You guys seen the 4.8 was no good. Oh, it still runs, but I'm gonna keep it for parts. But we went and got a 5.3 liter. I did fire this thing up today. Now I don't have all the stuff hooked up because, as you can tell, we're stripping everything out. This will be an update video on this car. But I got the 5.3 in. It did sit in the shed for probably almost a year. But I pulled all the changed valve covers and everything just to make sure the rockers were good. It had fresh oil in it, which it wasn't the greatest oil, but had a little bit of condensation from setting. Started out, it was all fuel injection. We tore everything off, and the water pumps on these are only 6 bolts. There's only, I think, 1, 2, 3, or no, that's alternator, 4. I think there's 5 bolts on that bracket. Everything comes off. So this motor, I had my mounts already welded and everything for that because that was in there and didn't realize it was broke. So anyways, we had this in the car today and I threw the starter on it, and there's my tank and all my wires, and my ignition box is in my toolbox so I don't break it or lose it. And we fired this thing up today, and I'll tell you what, I don't know what the difference is. I understand it's only a little bit of horsepower between the 5.3 and the 4.8, but this thing is insane for stock. I mean, I thought the 4.8 was bad. This thing, when you bleep, as soon as you touch the throttle, it's there. We will get you to start up, but we can't do it today because obviously there's nothing hooked up, no wires, and I ain't digging everything out just to do it today. I kind of want to get everything ran in. There's no transmission in it yet. I'm waiting on an adapter plate because my tranny got junked over there, of course. My luck. But yeah, I mean, this thing, wait till you guys hear this. I hope the camera does partial justice, because I think this motor has like 120,000 on 130, maybe 140, and it's I think it's out of a 99. It had the it wasn't in the drive-by wire system, you know, the electronic gas pedal. It was the old cable style, so it is the older 5.3, but tell you what, it sounded nasty. I mean, I said the 4.8 sounded good and sounded nasty. This thing's like insane. I mean, the throttle response is just, it sounded like a freaking NASCAR. You hit the gas, and I mean, it was like right there. But other than that, we didn't get too much farther. I did tear a couple other things. We got the motor in. I was going to mock the tranny up, but I can't because I'm waiting on an adapter because I'm using a BOP tranny. Buick Old Pontiac, for some reason don't know that, most people know. We just threw the bar in here to steer it because WME took the dash out and was like, oh, you gotta put it away. So we just put the dash bar in here. Oh, and I did hook up the, as you can see right there, the oil pressure. Jesus, I can't even think today. That's how my weekend's been. But the oil pressure gauge, we hooked that up, and this thing at idles. And it's only got 1030 or 1040 weight and I dumped the jug of 530 in it and some Marvel mystery oil there. And it was pushing, I think, 47 pounds at idle. I mean, that's really good. I thought for sure I was going to pull the pin, and on these LSs, they have an O-ring that goes bad. If you jack the motor up far enough, you have it up on a lift and use they use them under cars to hold them steady on a lift so they don't fall sometimes. But if you can actually get the oil pan off of these, it's kind of a pain, but you can get them off and change that O-ring if you have low oil pressure, because sometimes that's what will kill with these LSs. You think it's the oil pump, and it's not. It's actually just the O-ring. So the last one, we did put a new O-ring in, which it wasn't bad, but I just wasn't sure because I didn't have an oil gauge and I didn't want to push it. So we know this one's good, just hopefully it holds together, but worst comes to worst, we'll put another one in, you know what I mean? So, but I just threw the skid tires on. We're actually not allowed running them, so I gotta get, actually have one tire back there, and I gotta get the other one mounted. But other than that, that's about it. I did change the rear end out because it had that stupid, like, 4 links. It's not 4 link, I don't know the term for it, but I'll show you here. I mean, I've seen people run them, But see the long bars for the control arms, just don't like them. They're really flimsy. And I mean, I know people run them. I know I'm probably gonna get comments, oh, why run them? And that's fine. Me, I like the older 90s style, square body style, just for the fact because you have a beefy upper control arm and two beefy upper control arms and two lowers. And plus, I actually have a set of gears in this one, so it moves around a little better. And another thing, I am not going to be running 15-inch tires. I already found 14s, so that'll even lower my gear ratio a little bit more. So this thing should scoot pretty good. And with the way that motor is running, just wait till you guys hear it's all I can say. Because I mean, my next one I want to get 6.0. We're definitely going to get a 6.0. It's just a matter of finding one the right price and going from there. But I mean, I got everything switched over last night. Come out this morning, this thing. I was trying to start it, didn't want to start. Well, here I didn't have the wire hooked up. As soon as I hooked that wire up and hit it, I mean, it caught so quick. It's probably the quickest startup I've ever heard, and it was dead cold. I cranked it a couple times for the oil, just to get some oil pressure up through the motor, and all I did, I pumped the gas I think 3 times. I mean, it right up, idled, sat there and idled, left it run for a little while, let it get the oil through it, and it stayed right at 47 pounds at idle. So still got a lot of work. We got to pre-bend the trunk. I already did the notches on the frame, which I showed you guys before how to do that. Right behind the shock, do a V-notch, works perfect. And then after you run it, if you don't kill it in one run, always do a second notch a couple inches up from it, and it'll bend up even better. As you guys seen the Grand Marquis, that's how that bent up. That was double notched. That was notched once, and then afterwards I cut another slot, and it actually bent up perfect. So now I do have an oil cap, so you guys don't think I'm running this without an oil cap. Which actually I guess I did run it without an oil cap, but it won't be ran all the time without an oil cap. I was just too lazy to get it off the truck. But actually off the truck, and there's that one right there. Just found it. Couldn't find it earlier. So yeah, we got a bunch of stuff doing here. Got all the interior stripped, not all of it. We got to get that stuff off, the seatbelt trim and all that stuff. Did cut the windshield out with Sawzall. Got to bust the windows in here possibly tomorrow. Sweep the whole car out. And I got to put new core support bolts in. I always put big washers in before I put them on. Jeez, somebody blew something up. Firework or something. I don't know what the heck it was. I don't know if you guys heard that or not. But other than that, that's about it. I am leaving the door panel on because it actually does help leave the door panel on. I mean, I used to always run carpet or something, but I figured we'll let the door panel on. I got to put the seat back in. Weld the bar back in. Oh my gosh, it's been a day, guys. Trust me. The dash bar, jeez. I put dash bar in, seat bar, and I am planning on running a kicker off of my dash bar down along the floor, real close to the floor, and back up to the seat bar. And I'm going to mount my shifter on there this year. Because when I ran down at Listy, it bent the floor, which you guys seen in the video. And I don't want my stuff getting ruined, so at least I know if it's on the cage. Now, I don't like my shifters like up high. I like them down lower. Because I've seen, you guys probably watch some old derby videos like them modifieds and outlaws. I hate when you're sitting in a seat and your arm's way up. Like, that's just, I don't like that. I like my shifter down on, like I bolted it to the tranny tunnel, so I'm going to put probably a gap under it like that, maybe an inch, and that's where my shifter will be. You know, I do not like a shifter up high. It's uncomfortable. But other than that, that's about it. We got a bunch of stuff to do this yet. Gotta do body bolts, welding, tank, battery, bars. I'm actually gonna move the brake booster because, as you can tell, I had to do it in the last one. Only needs moved over a couple inches, but you can see it right here. Or unless I can find another one of these, which I'll look on that other car. Maybe the could probably switch booster out. That'd probably make more sense. The motor boosters are wider. I'll have to measure it and see. Maybe move it over and use that one. And I might be able to run all 4 brakes instead of 2 this year. Because I was only running off rear brakes last year, so The old like 80s and 90s style, they are different. They're not as long. They're more like short and fat. And so I think that might actually give me more room. Might try that here by the weekend. We'll have another video up of an update here because we're getting down to the wire here. End of August, we're running Somerset County Fair, so we'll have GoPro footage for you guys and all that stuff. And I was also thinking about too switching them top A arms out to 80s and newer. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that yet or not, or just leave these alone. It all depends on the time. So that's about it. Guys have any questions? I think this one is a 01. 2001. We do have the hood and stuff. Hood's out there. This is a car I bought. I mean, it's a pretty solid car. There was one little rust spot here on the floor, but I mean, it's hard to see because it's dark. Like right there, that's it. The rest of the car's solid. But other than that, we will give you guys here. I will definitely do a video of that guy running here probably next weekend when I get a little farther on it. I'm waiting on my adapter plate. I'll get the tranny in, get it hooked up, get the rad in and stuff, get where we can let this thing run and see how it actually does sitting there running, watch the temperature and stuff. So that'll pretty much be it. And like I said, any questions, guys, let me know. Guys or girls or whatever, let me know. I built a lot of these, so kind of know my way around them. But other than that, that's about it. The old weekend went to putting a 5.3 in instead of 4.8, but yeah, it's kind of worth it. I still can't get over that. That's insane to me. But alright guys, remember, if you're not subscribed already, hit that subscribe button please, and like and comment. And we'll catch you guys in the next one. If you have any ideas for a video you want to see, put down in the comments what you want, and I'll try and make it for you as soon as possible if I can. It's a little tough with work, but we can definitely, if you're not sure of something or you want to know how to do something, I mean, I have no problem trying to, making a video for you. So, we'll give you guys a start up here about a week on this guy, and hopefully we get this thing about done. Alright guys, see you at the next one.